Popular Chanel handbags that I will never gonna buy again. Please guys, stay with me. Hi guys, welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. My name is Oksana. Thank you very much for clicking on this video. Today I want to talk about popular Chanel handbags that I will never gonna buy again. And some of these handbags I had a double, meaning duplicate, or even triple in my collection. I keep buying them over and over, realizing that I am not satisfied with those handbags, selling them and buying them again. But right now, after so many failures, I realize that I will never gonna buy them again, keeping fingers crossed, and I have better alternatives from Chanel to those specific handbags. So I guess let's start it. So the first handbag that I want to talk about is one of the most popular handbags from Chanel, and it still continue going strong. It's Chanel Coco Handle. And in my collection, I used to have 3 Chanel Coco handles, and I love that handbag. I love the look of that handbag. I love the idea of the handbag, but functionality doesn't work out for me at all. What I love about that handbag, that it's first and most made of very durable material, mostly Coco handle made from caviar. I love the look of Chanel Coco handle. I love the top handles. In fact, pretty much 50 or 70% of my collection is top handles, or at least some kind of chain top handles in my collection, because I really love top handles, handbags. And I love the look, like, you know, trapezoid shape, top handles, so classic, caviar, what not to like. But I really hate that division in the middle of the handbag, and the construction of the handbag is done, in my humble opinion, not perfectly. It's always tilting over, and if you're gonna load the most on the front compartment, and the front compartment is what is easier accessible, the handbag pretty much tilting over. And it's happened to me so many times, like the handbag I'm putting at the table and it's pretty much at the edge of the table and it's tilting over, falling down, and I was like, all right, it's not gonna work out for me. And I had kind of like beige with the burgundy handle. Oh my goodness, that handbag was so beautiful. And I had it in a small size. It was previously called small, I guess now they call it medium. Then I had it so black in chevron. I like really love that handbag, but once again in the old small size. Now I guess it's medium. Then I had it absolutely gorgeous in kind of icy blue, I call it Elsa. Gorgeous handbag with the rainbow hardware, and it was literally, I was scared to use that handbag. And that handbag, I had it in new small size, old mini size, and I love that size. As I said, that would be a really perfect size for me, but it wasn't a crossbody. Somehow for a smaller size they did a shorter chain, and I know many people on the YouTube shows like what kind of tricks you can do to extend that chain, but frankly I think for the money that you're paying, you shouldn't be like kind of extending chains, etc. Never mind, it's totally different topic. And you know, on top of everything, it was so light, so delicate, and that kind of metallic finish. I love to look at that bag, but I absolutely couldn't use it. So, and at the end I sold that one as well, and I realized, for my personal liking, the best substitute for Coco handle I find, and it's as classy as it could be, it's Chanel mini with top handle. And if you're like wondering what this little thing is, let me remove them. It's when I store my bag, I kind of wrap around the edges of the chain so that the chain wouldn't rub in against the edge, like corners over there, because I mostly keep the chain inside the handbag. So this I found is the best substitute for me for Coco handle. It's perfect structure. It's Chanel classic rectangular mini. Nobody ever had a problem with the rectangular mini, and then they just add top handle. In my humble opinion, it's absolutely the best. I love the chain of the length that I can use it as a crossbody easily. If it's as an evening bag, then I'm kind of grabbing by the top handle, and those chains, they're a little bit thinner than on regular mini top mini, on regular rectangular mini, and they just kind of like, you know, dangling, almost like a decorative pieces, like, you know, even for the evening. Absolutely love it. But at the same time, like, you know, it could look absolutely perfect with any denim, etc. And I love that kind of bluish look of my last Coco handle, but I said it for myself, I don't want to buy ever another iridescent Chanel handbag. As I said, I love those looks of iridescent, but for me they're so not practical. And I got this absolutely gorgeous dark gray with the champagne gold hardware, and as I said, it's so neutral, so classy, so elegant, can go with anything. It's perfect with denim, and it's perfect with any evening dress, in my humble opinion. So for the Coco handle, for myself, I find that mini with top handle is the best substitute, and I absolutely love it. And lately also, I believe they're coming with a square mini with the top handle. I haven't seen it in the boutique right now myself. I should go and check it in a boutique. I recently did video review Chanel 24C. Please watch it. I'm gonna link it somewhere over here. And I love so many choices from Chanel 24C. I love another one. It's kind of more roundish shape, somewhat similar to mini top handle, but with more curvy shape on the side with the top handle. Love it, love it, love it, love it. And I think that one would be way better substitute for Chanel Coco handle, but this is my humble opinion. Next, Chanel handbags that I will never gonna buy it again. I used to have two of them in my collection. It's Chanel reissue. Chanel reissue, specifically mini. I know it's extremely popular, especially because you can easily move the chain and you know, put it as a crossbody, as a shoulders, double chaining, as an evening bag. But as much as really reissue is the first creation of Gabrielle as a classic flap, or I shouldn't call classic, as a very original flap that was created by Coco Chanel, but I don't like it. I really don't like it. I know it's unique when you can squish that bottom, but I don't like it. And in my collection, I had two of them in absolutely gorgeous colors. One of them is icy green, and it was, I think they were trying to recreate that 17 something green what Chanel had in classic mini and in classic flaps, but they put it on reissue, and I purchased because I love that green color, and specifically because I want to have that kind of 17, I don't remember, 17S or something color of the Chanel, but it was in the wrong handbag. And I think if I would have had it in the classic rectangular or square mini, I would have still have it, but because it was in the reissue, I was like, you know, I have to part it. And I sold that handbag, and I was like, you know, it looks like that specific style doesn't work out for me, etc. And then they came with again reissue kind of rose gold with the rose gold hardware. It was so beautiful. And again, I fall into the same trap because I love the color, I love the hardware, but it was on the wrong handbag for me, but I still purchased it because I love the idea of the color and the hardware, but not the style of the handbag. And I realized that from now on, the style of the handbag is more important to me versus the actual color of the handbag. So, and I tried it again, it didn't work out for me, and I sold that handbag again. So as I said, from now on, I think I will try to stay away from Chanel reissues. Hopefully no more. Hopefully no more. Next handbag that I will never gonna buy again, it's Chanel Business Affinity. And from Chanel Business Affinity, I used to have a tote bag, and I purchased a small top handle. And again, the idea was of that top handle, you know, and it was also in caviar. And the reason why I don't like the Business Affinity and why it didn't work out for me again, I have to repeat myself. Quite often, Chanel, they come with the idea of the design, but they didn't really work out the details of the use and the balance of the bag. And Chanel Business Affinity is a pure example of that, because that handbag doesn't stay put. It's always tilted forward, and I absolutely hate that. Especially if you're gonna use that front pocket, which is pretty much nothing can fit in that front pocket, but you still can put something, I don't know, some kind of card holder or parking ticket, etc. It doesn't work out for me at all. It's always tilting forward, and I was like, it's pretty much the same failure as a Coco handle. I'm trying to get the, like myself, that kind of handbag, small, cute, kind of close to the classic design, but with the top handle. And it was always substitute for me, either Coco handle or Business Affinity, and it didn't work out. As I said, so far from Chanel line, with the top handle, I find it's Mini with the top handle, for me personally, is the best choice. It's really the best choice. I'm hoping that the ones that they come with the square Mini with the top handle, I hope that will be a nice choice as well, because I really love square Mini as well. So the next one, as I said, Business Affinity, even when they're coming in some season, though it's been really a while since they did any Business Affinity, but even if they're coming with beautiful design of Business Affinity, I'm just trying to, like, you know, look away, because I know if I'm gonna buy it, I will regret it later on. The next handbags that I don't wanna buy again, but I'm not even able to buy it again because it's discontinued, and we are talking about Chanel Gabrielle. And I used to have in gorgeous burgundy color. I love that color. I absolutely love that color. And I remember when I was buying that color, I had the two options. I had the options of Mini and Gabrielle, but Mini, somehow that burgundy color looked a little bit more brownish comparing to Gabrielle, because the Gabrielle looked like a little bit more of the wine color, and I really fall in love with that color. And I thought the Gabrielle, it's really funky design, a little bit innovative, a little bit modern, so many chains. It was a little bit bigger than Chanel rectangular Mini, and I thought it will fit more. But I was wrong about that handbag, because it's a small handbag, but inside they put so many different pockets that they kind of sticking out, and if you try to organize some items, those pockets are like so unusable. They have also that kind of extra hook for the key, which is, I don't understand why you need it in such a small handbag, because like your key is right there. It's not the totes that you have to kind of look for the keys, you know, inside your handbag. So I mean, I tried to love it. I had it for quite a bit of time, I would say a few years, and anytime I use it, I kind of like, you know, I don't want this bag anymore. But then it was sitting in my closet, and I look at it. I love the look of the handbag. I love the color, specifically that burgundy color. I love it so much. and I kind of love the bag again, and then I use it and I hate the bag again, and at the end I said, you know what, it doesn't work out, and I sold that handbag. I sold it, and then for a while I was trying to get some kind of burgundy handbag into my collection, and then finally this winter when I was in Paris, I was able to score Birkin 25 in Rouge in box leather, and it's in that Hermes Rouge or Rouge Age. It's exactly, especially in box leather, it's that kind of burgundy wine colors that I absolutely love, and I'm so glad that I have it right now in my collection. In fact, I really love burgundy color. I find it's like so kind of rich and luxurious. Like, I mean, like as I said, red colors is loved by many, and it's beautiful, it's primary color, but I find burgundy color is way more sophisticated in my very, very humble opinion. So Chanel Gabrielle, no more, and as you know, they are discontinued that handbag, and I'm glad that I was able to sell it before the news of the discontinue of this specific line is explicitly distributed all over the internet, because even though it was at that time somewhat still popular, I still sell it with the loss after minus, like, you know, commission fee for the consignment company, but I still almost recapture all my money with some of the loss. But I bet if I would have tried to sell it right now, I would have lost half of the price. So anyway, no more Chanel Gabrielle. And the last handbag that I will never gonna buy it again, it's Chanel Deville in large size. I wanna specify specifically large size, because I purchased before Chanel Deville. I love the look of Chanel Deville handbag. That's why I purchased. That's why I always, when there is any collection and there is a Chanel Deville in collection, I always talk about those handbags. In fact, this Chanel 24C, they have those Deville, and I love it. But in large size, I'm not gonna buy it. Again, guys, if you haven't checked my Chanel 24C review, please check that video. But when Chanel came up with the idea of Deville in small size with top handles, I was like, yes, please. I absolutely love this handbag in small size for my specific body type and my frame. I think Chanel Deville in small size is perfect. And what also I love about Chanel Deville in small size, because the straps are not as heavy as in large size, because in large size these chains, they're all the way chain without this leathery strap, and they're heavy chains. They're as heavy as on jumbo. They're really heavy to be able to support that handbag, especially if you're gonna load that handbag with lots of items. But on a small size, the chains, they're more delicate, they're not as heavy, and as I said, I really love this handbag. One of my most used tote during the summertime. I'm so glad that I was able to purchase. And for me personally, large Deville versus small with the top handle, small top handle always wins. So I guess that's it. This is the handbags that I definitely don't want to buy again from Chanel. I may change my mind if something gonna change on those lines, I don't know, but as per today, I don't want to buy another Coco handle. I don't want to buy another reissue. I don't want to buy another Business Affinity Gabrielle. I definitely cannot even buy that handbag, and no more large Deville for me. So that's about it for today, guys. If you have any handbags in your collections that you said like there is no more, I will never gonna buy this handbag, please put your comments below, because I definitely want to learn about that. So that's about it for today, and I will see you on my next one. Bye bye.